According to the cloud. All right, welcome everybody. My name is Amy Triplett. I think I know most of you. I feel so honored tonight because I'm getting a chance to not only kind of share some things with you guys tonight, but I'm actually hosting. I don't know what they were thinking. They left it all to me. They were like, here you go. So I am excited about that, and I feel honored that they would trust me with their amazing team and my beautiful team. So, okay, I am so thrilled. First of all, there's two things I want to share with you tonight, two little training tidbits, and this is all going to be hands-on, something that's going to really help you grow your business. You guys know, if you've been around any amount of time with me, I'm in the mindset girl, and I'm going to tell you right now, tonight, we are just going to put our hats on, our work mode action taker hats on, and you're going to know you're amazing. You are going to learn how to do this. The hardest part, speaking from experience here, the hardest part is going to be this. It's going to be being consistent. If you will stay consistent, you will grow. Okay. Before we get into that though, I do have an announcement from Amber. Now, the Diamonds today had a call with corporate, and they were given some exclusive information. How many of you want to get to Diamond just to literally know the exclusive information? Okay, like just tell me the secrets. That's all I want to know. Okay, but her information is that you are absolutely 100% going to want to be at convention, because whatever they shared today, you will be able to participate in that. So that's the way I could say it, at convention. So it's going to be exclusive to those who are at convention. So register. It's not too late. Get in there, get your people in there, and register. And here's the thing. I don't know if I'm supposed to say this, but I'm going to say it anyway. If you know someone, like somebody new, there are like tickets floating around. I'm just saying, because some people bought a buddy ticket and they didn't use them. So if like you desperately need one, ask, and we'll ask around. All we can do is ask, right? So okay, that's what I wanted to say there. Okay, I'm gonna talk about two things. The first thing is boards. Oh yes, if you can mute. Can you guys hear me? Because I literally, wait, oh my goodness, did you hear me this whole time? Because I could not hear a thing and it felt so awkward.
On videos.
But it's because my sound was off. But now, okay, so yes, I will get so distracted if you're not muted. But at the end, I promise to answer any questions, I promise. And I'll stay on as long as you need. But if you can go ahead and mute yourself, because I am not capable of doing two things at one time. Okay, so let's see. The first thing I want to talk to you about is boards. Okay, we're going to talk about boards, and we're going to talk about a duplication system. How many of you can look you can write in the chat or give me a thumbs up. I could see most of you have your cameras on, have experimented with the boards app. You know what it is. Okay, woo. If you don't, your mind is going to be blown. Let me just say, I've heard about boards for probably 6 months or so, but for whatever reason, it was just in my, like on the shelf of my brain of like, I'll get to that soon, but I have so many other things. And what happened was, it's one of those things that needs to be like, put it up to the front of the line. It will absolutely make your business so much easier. So what happened for me is about a week ago, exactly a week ago, I did a team call for another jewel. And as a thank you, she shared her boards with me. And I ignored it for a day, but then I looked at it and I was like, what? Are you kidding me? Everything you ever wanted is at your fingertips. And not only that, you can actually download on your phone a keyboard that you can just use that. Like you don't even have to copy and paste. So here's what I want to tell you though. For those of you who don't know, I'm going to share the screen with you. But the best advice I have for you, because I never, like a week ago, I didn't even know about it, but you're capable of learning, okay? Learn one new thing a day, because it's pretty, my husband was like, you need to do this in-depth training. I'm like, I'll do my best, but honestly, it's it's self-explanatory, right? Like just get in there and play with it because it took me a while to figure out some things, but I did it and you can too. So I'm going to share my screen with you and I want to go through some of the boards and this is for every single person on under Sunday. Like if this applies to all of you. And even if you're not building the business, but you're a VIP customer, or I want you to give this to your VIP customers because it's going to be for them as well. Even if they're not looking to build a business, it's everything. Okay, let me keep letting people in. I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to go through some of the boards with you. You're going to be amazed if you haven't seen it. And then we're going to switch gears and I'm going to talk about a duplication system. Okay. So still letting people in here. Let me go ahead and share my screen. I guess this one. All right. Look at me. First of all, that technology sweep right there was incredible. This is my biggest struggle is technology, which is why it's hysterical that I'm teaching you something about technology. Okay, the best thing you can do is get this on your phone, but also it is pretty useful to use it on your laptop as well. So awesome. So here's ours. Ours is called Plexus Team Resources. There's just a couple of things I want to point out to you, and then I want to give you a couple of tips. First of all, how many of you the things we're supposed to do every week, but you're like, where's the link? Where do I find it? Like, I like that it's on the graphic, but I really wish I could just push a button, right? Me too. Okay. Look at this. Okay. Seriously, this is amazing. So this is why you want to give this to your new people. It tells you for team groups to start, there's the pink link, Sundays, and mine. So here's the truth, you guys, especially if you have somebody brand new, you may not want to add them to all three immediately. I don't do that. For my own people, I just add them to mine because all the stuff that's in Jen and Amber's, for the most part, I'm going to put in mine too. Now, if they start working the business, then I'm going to add them to some other things. But in the beginning, like if Sunday is your closest diamond, then I would use Sundays. If Jana and Amber are your closest diamonds, or Jules, then use theirs. If you're on my team, use mine. So you can decide however you want, but there they are. That's the Facebook groups. Here are some other groups that you have access to. We got the Building Freedom, which is for workers. Pink. So same thing about these wellness groups. Pink Purpose and Your Health and Wellness. Those are two testimonial groups. You have access to both of them. Even if you're not on my team, you're welcome to use mine. But they're very similar. So they're just the groups that you would add friends and family to. And then some groups that are run by Plexus, which is the brand one, the brand ambassador one. That's really good, especially if you're working. And then the pivotal one. Okay. So that is super helpful. I'm not going to go through every single one of these. Wait, this is what I was actually looking for. Zoom links. Woo! Look at that. You guys, I love this because seriously, I lose these. So, yeah, here it is every night. This is our link for Tuesday. So I'll let you go through these, but we have the company links every week. The company does these type of things. Book club. You guys, I put this together and organization is not my strength. So I'm super proud of that, but it's just nice to have it in one handy place. But I'm going to show you a couple more things. Welcome packs, customer care. This is just, look at this, you guys. Take some time, like literally set your timer for like 30 minutes tomorrow and just go through this. You don't have to know everything right away, but like first post ideas, so good. Okay, we're going to look at these more later, but the ATM method, how do you do it? It's literally, hey, hold on. Why isn't it going in there? Add, tag, message, like it literally walks you through every single thing. There's a couple of really cool stuff in here too. Share a cart. It's like, not only does it tell you how to share a cart. Oh my goodness, imagine I delete something. But it's like how to help a new person. Like I literally send this right when somebody shares something. We're going to talk about duplication. I use this. Like these are the literal words that I say when I help someone. So it's like all your wording, I just seriously go right here. I'm like, you guys, even if nobody uses this, even if this is just for me, it has been so worth it. But okay, I'm going to show you a couple of more and then I'm going to stop and ask if you have any questions. Quick product videos, product information sheets. You guys, for all my science nerds, are you kidding me? Those people who want to know all the details, it is right there. This is so incredible. Okay. There was something else that I love that was like, are you kidding? Okay. Monthly graphics. How many of you get a friend who like they just got something you want like hold on. We want to celebrate them right here. No more scouring all your chats. There, it's like I'm like, where has this been my whole life? Okay. My favorite part is where are you? Message toolbox. Each one of these are a folder. And it's like follow up. Like, how many of you sometimes you're just like, what do I even do? Here it is, you guys. Go through this. It's amazing. So, for all of you that want access to this, you have it. Whenever we post the video, I have been posting it in different places. If for some reason you can't find it, you're welcome to message me, but I'll be posting them in the groups as I already have, but I'll do it again if you can't find them. But there they are. Sue, did you have a question or a comment?
I use boards a lot, and this has happened to me, so I just want to alert people. You have 100 free messages you can send with your keyboard, and that's from your phone.
Mhm.
And then they tell you you're out and you need to upgrade and pay.
Oh, I haven't gotten there yet.
And
Yep.
so I told Sue, don't send them all from your keyboard. Go to the board, just save it and shoot it that way. Like, don't
Okay.
send them all from the keyboard. They don't even count. I've never been told any number because that's how I do it. I don't
Gotcha.
do it from the keyboard, and it works just as good. It's really just like you're saying, Amy, having the
A place
information.
to find it.
Yes.
I mean, I love the keyboard, but no, would I pay extra? Probably not. I mean, it's literally copy paste. I mean, look right here.
Right.
If I wanted to share something, I could just go here, share, but on my phone it looks a little different, but yeah, it's just a nice place to find everything. It's incredible.
Hey, what's the keyboard?
Hold on, I lost everybody.
A keyboard is where you just add a keyboard to your phone and it's the board's keyboard, but that's where it costs you money.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I think
Okay. So when you can't use the keyboard from the laptop that I've seen anyway. I normally don't use it from the laptop anyway. I just wanted to share it with you. But you can download okay, let me say this too. If you have an iPhone, it literally just asks you to do it and it's pretty simple. I think for Androids it's a little bit more difficult, I've heard, I don't know. But you don't have to use the keyboard. I love the keyboard, but I didn't know there was a limit even though I've been using it like crazy. So anyway, but same thing. It's just a place to find everything. So take some time and I want you to look through it tomorrow. And I mean, just like I said, like just the celebrations for people, or I need some ideas for follow up, or okay, what does ATM, what do I actually do? There's one more part I want to show you. Well, actually, let me stop here for questions before we get into the second part that I want to teach you tonight. And I'm going to show you where to find it in boards. So, any questions about boards that we just said?
Only one question. Here's my question. My boards, I got a ton. So when you post them, can we go through and just pick the ones we want, or do you have to take all of your boards?
I'm gonna share. I can share parts of my board, but I'm not going to because it'd be too much work for me. So
Right.
I can share my whole thing, and then you can take what you want and put it in a different.
Yeah, because like the Zooms are very important, the graphics of the welcomes and all that stuff. That's really important. So we don't have to go looking for that. But a lot of us have shared, I think, with each other. So we all have some of us have some, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, you can tailor it however you want. So for an
Okay.
example, the girl that I got it from, I didn't want to give my team and all of Plexus her information because I didn't, I want to be respectful. So I took the parts of her board that I wanted and I tailored it and made ours.
Okay.
So you can absolutely do that. And even if I think it was Beverly, if I think Beverly's on here, you could even go and like create a board with your
Yes.
cart.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like with your share a cart and stuff that are personal just to you. So the one I'm going to share is just the one with our team that has access. But yes, you can take it and do whatever you want with it. But for those, if that's overwhelming, don't feel like you have to do that either. It's just there wherever you want it. But good thoughts, Lynn. Anyone else? Oh,
Wait,
did
yeah, back up. You said a board with share cart?
Mhm. Yeah, so you know how, for an example, for the month of June, you're gonna share a ton of Triplett share carts, right?
Right.
With the code. So you can create one link and you
And then
can
put
make
it in
your
your board.
own board so that it's
Gotcha.
just, you can go right there and share it with someone who's ready. And like
So-
there you go, look at Beverly. I don't know if you can see it. Beverly.
Awesome.
But you can create your own boards with things that maybe you don't like my wording, but you want to add your wording. Like, this is what I say, this is my voice. Absolutely, make it your own. This is for you and your business. So you can change it however. Okay, I see Samsung. I don't know. Is it Carmen? Is that you, Carmen? Go ahead, Carmen. You can unmute. Did you have a question?
How do I get to these boards? I'm not sure what these boards are. I'm sorry.
No,
I was
don't be
a
sorry.
couple
That's
minutes
a
late.
perfect question, because I think some of others are like, what is this? So what it's an app. So when we're done, I don't know that I could even put it here. Maybe I could. But when we're done, wherever we share this call and in the different team pages, I'll make sure that I put it there. It's just an app that could, you just click on it. Like, you click on the link from your phone and it'll instruct you to download the app. And when
Okay.
you download the app, it'll just be there.
Okay.
So, and you can
But
also
Android is harder.
Huh?
But Android's harder. That's what
I
I
heard
have.
that it was. I don't have an Android, but someone told me that sometimes people on Android with the keyboard, not in general, but like with the keyboard, it's harder.
Okay.
But it's pretty, like I said, it's pretty self-explanatory when you get the link. Like, I never heard of it either, but I clicked the link and then it just got the app and it popped up and I was just like, what? And then I edited it to make it useful for our team. So very good. Any other questions? Okay, I'm going to share my screen again. I'm going to show you one part. The rest of the time, we are going to talk about something called WPLP. Okay, listen, this right here is, I really believe if you will use it, it can absolutely duplicate your business. Because I know on this call, especially looking around, we've got some incredible recruiters on our teams. You are wide, and that's beautiful. You know how to recruit. Some of you have taken our ATM method, which is how to recruit people. It's taken me like 2 whole years to try to teach us this ATM. That's where you add, tag, message. If you don't know what that is, ask me later. We've done tons of calls on it, but that's how to recruit. Okay. But what we're going to talk about tonight is how to duplicate. How do we keep these people and how do we help them to share? So where I got that, let me just say, I am a professional beg, borrow, and stealer. Okay. Was a teacher before, right, Terry? You ever hear that? Like, that's the skill I have. My skill is delegating and finding when other people are winning. So I don't know how many of you, I'm just going to tell you where this came from. How many of you did? Emily Gibson has like a $19 coaching program thing. Let me preface this by saying I like Emily a lot. She clearly knows what she's doing, right? She knows how to build a team. I want to say she has, I'm going to make up the number, so I'm not going to say it, but a very large amount of jewels on her team. She knows how to duplicate. So those are usually the people I pay attention to. Now, I have never taken her coaching program. I couldn't answer that, but I did take her 1 week Ignite training. Has anyone else taken that? Okay, so some of you have. So the part that I took from that was, she calls PLP. Okay, PLP, I'm going to tell you what that means in a second, but I have been utilizing WPLP. because Jana, if you've been around at all to the Building Freedom, Jana, our incredible upline, has been really trying to teach and push welcome calls. And I'm going to tell you the truth. It took me a little bit to get on board, just like it takes people to get on board with my stuff. I was being not hesitant, but again, one of those things on my shelf that I'm like, I'll look at that later. But I've been utilizing these welcome calls with Jana and Amber, and it makes a huge difference with my people staying and sharing. Okay, so first let me go ahead and I'm going to actually show you what this looks like on the boards, and then I'm going to go through what each step looks like, explain it, and then I'll answer any questions. So let me share my screen again. Okay, so real quick, and for some reason all of you disappeared. I'm not sure why. What is this? Oh, wait. Okay, there we go. I like seeing some of your faces at least. So on the boards, there's a few things that we talked about. Life, I'm just going to show you real quick. This is another call, I'm not going to do it, but this is basically the winning day. This is what I do to work my business every single day. I call it life, love on people, invite, follow up, engage on social media. That's not today's training, but I just want to show you. So, because it's a step, right? So that's that. And then with life, we do what we call ATM, which I talked about before. This is how you recruit. But tonight we're going to focus on WPLP. Okay. First thing, the W, that stands for welcome call. I'm going to open this folder. Okay, and you're going to find this on the boards. So what this is you're just going to ask your person, hey, this is what I say to them. I'll just say something like, hey, Terry, I'm so excited that you're getting your product started. Are you available tonight or tomorrow for a 15-minute welcome call with my friend Amber? She's just going to go over some things just to make sure you got everything all set, just so you have another contact. Most people tell me yes when I put it that way. It's not, hey, do you want to work the business? It's not even about that. So this is a little hard to see. There's a better one inside the Building Freedom. This is actually in the guides of Building Freedom. So this, I'm not going to go through the entire thing, because if you're doing the welcome call, this is what I follow. I literally just follow this if I'm leading the welcome call. And again, we can go, I mean, you can look through this later, but you're just asking, I mean, you can literally just ask them questions, build rapport with them, let them know you're glad they're starting Plexus. There's some little tips. I know it's sort of hard to read, but you might share your testimony with them, ask them if they have questions, but just follow what it says, okay? So that's the call, and it really does only take about 15 minutes. And one of the magic questions on there, Jana, or Amber, they might, or whoever, because it's on there, might say, let me get, I think it's on the next one. Might say, the magic question is basically ask them, if you are seeing results from your products, are you willing to share with others? And just ask them. And almost everybody, at least my experience, most people have said yes. So they kind of end it there. Okay, so that's the W. And the purpose of that is just third-party validation. People love to feel connected, and it really does make a difference. And the other thing is, when you're doing this with your newer people, they just automatically think this is what we do. And so they're getting people on the call with me. So the people I'm doing welcome calls with, they're doing welcome calls with their people. And it's been a beautiful thing. Okay, now here's the magic. Okay, the next thing for WPLP is post. Let me get back over here. Okay, I'm going to use this for a minute. So what I do, the moment we are done with the call, this is me, this is my magic, this is what I do. The moment I'm done with that welcome call, I immediately text them, and I text them. I know everyone says get on the phone, we just got on a Zoom, but I need this in writing. So it's either Facebook message or text, and I will literally say, oh wait, I'm sorry, forgive me. I was wondering what this was. This is how you invite them. I'm going to go back to the other minute. Are you free tomorrow morning? So here's the wording. I was ignoring this. Some of you are like, what is this? I thought this was my other thing. But here's the key words to get them on the call. Okay, so it's right here in boards. Does that make sense? Okay. So let's go to the next part. The P. Okay, here it is. So after the call, I asked them in messenger text, here's my magic question. You guys see it? What are you hoping for best case scenario? To me, this is such a good question. I do not give I don't give them examples. Are you hoping for this or that or this or that? Nope. I let them answer, because what happens is there's no barriers, there's no hesitation. They, they are just opening their hearts and they're sharing with you. Now, if they don't give you enough, I'm hoping to lose some weight. Why? What have you tried? Like, ask, follow-up questions until you get to the heart. But let me just, this is an actual one that I got. So I asked one of my newer people, what are you hoping for best case scenario? Good digestion, less pan, more energy. Any weight loss will be frosting on the cake. That's literally what she said. Okay. Those are her words. And so what I did is I took what she said. I love it. And then I say this to her. What if you post this and see what happens? I use whatever she said and I just help craft a post. I've been watching my friend Sam share about these gut health products for a few weeks. She needs to do so. Oh, well, I gotta edit that. I meant to say she's been doing so well that I'm going to try it too. I'm hoping for good digestion, less pain, more energy. Any weight loss will be frosting on the cake. That's all she has to say. So I take what she did and I help her craft her first post. I didn't say, hey, would you like to post on Facebook? Or, hey, let's build you a business. I don't even say that. I just get her to post, and that's what she did. So some tips would be to comment on their post so it'll boost it. You'll get notifications. Maybe she doesn't like that, or maybe you need some more ideas. You can look at the first post for ideas. And then when they say yes, we're going to follow the ATM. So this has worked beautifully for me. That's the first P. So WP. Okay. So if you have somebody that's coming for the business, then don't be afraid to tell them, hey, let's get your first post out there. But for my VIPs that are not really looking, that's kind of the method I use. But anyway, the first thing is post. The next thing is live. This is what you're going to do with every single new person. Now, I know some of you are thinking they don't want to sell. That's okay. Our part is not to convince them to sell. Our part is to give them the next step until they hesitate. Now, I say that because let's say, and this actually happened with someone. I said, well, let's see what happens if you post this. We started posting. And she was like, well, I'm not really comfortable with doing that. I'll share later when I get, more results. Listen, respect that. Okay. I know you can go on to the whole thing of, well, if you get your 3, blah, 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 some people, that's fine. But you already put it in you've already put it in a way that's not scary, and like that. And they hesitated. That I just say, okay, no worries. Let's get you feeling better. And that's what I do, because this is already so mild. And if they're not comfortable with that, then they're not comfortable with it, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. My job is just to offer. Okay. But I will be honest with you and tell you, I very, very rarely have people tell me no when I follow that method. It's very rare people say no. Okay. But if they do, that's okay. The next part is live. Okay. Here's what I say to them. Let me know when you get your product. Don't open it yet. We're going to do a live video unboxing. People love unboxing, and I want to see I want to see it too, or I want to see your reaction. For me, I'm shocked at how many people say yes, but they do. They don't mind doing an unboxing. I've had so many people do unboxings in May that it was so exciting. Like I love it. And so again, that's the next part is live. If somebody's really looking to build the business, again, they can go live about what they're hoping for. Like some people may not mind that. Sorry, my kiddos came home and now the dog's barking. But that is the next part is live. Okay. So WPL, and then last but not least, party. Okay. So let's say they are, and I follow these in order, because let's say that they did a post and people are asking questions. Well, when they do, we're going to follow ATM. Okay. Or maybe nothing happens. Nobody asked. It's fine. I'm still going to do the next part, the live. Okay. And if they come to me and they're like, nobody's watching, nobody's asking, I'm going to say, we have no idea who's watching. You're just going to, like, we're not tied to the results. Like, we just throw it out there. And if someone asks, hey, we're gonna follow the ATM method. But let's say they did get some traction, people are asking, then I'll say, oh my goodness, you've got some interest here. What do you think? Here we go. What do you think about doing a launch event? We could do a 15-minute messenger chat where all you have to do is invite people and I'll take it from there. What about next Tuesday? There's something about giving them a time because it's weird. But if I say, hey, you want to do an event? There it's like yes or no. But if I say, what about next Tuesday? For some reason, they're like, does Tuesday work? Well, I don't know. Maybe can we do Monday? I don't know why that works that way, you guys, if it's psychology, but it does. Almost everybody says yes to this. Now, obviously, if they didn't say yes to posting, they're probably not going to do a live, right? But if they posted and they didn't do live, they might not mind doing a party. Again, our job is not to push. Our job is to ask. Okay, hold on, what is this one? I have no idea what that one is. I will have to look. But that is WPLP. Now listen, it was a lot of information all in one shot. I know, I get it. So I'm going to tell you in the beginning real quick. And also, wait, there actually is under here 15-minute messenger events. Oh my goodness, you guys, this is so good. Like even the video, where'd it go? I saw it. Oh, if you look at each one of these. So like say they're like, yeah, let's do an event. You guys, there's a testimonial library in this thing. Testimonial video vault. Seriously? It's like, could this be any easier? I don't think so. Okay. So that's WPLP. So I know a lot of times, at least for me, my weakness has been, okay, somebody actually wants to do the business now. What do I do with them? Like, not like, even though I joined for the business, sometimes I'm like, well, how do I get them started? This has been so incredible because what's kind of shifted for me in the last month or so is I've been super bold about looking for business partners. And I was scared when they said yes because I didn't know what to do with them, right? But now I'm just following the model of WPLP. And if they want to do the business, even better. Because now I can just tell them, okay, here's what we do. First, we're going to share. I'll just say, I don't even tell them we're going to do a post. I just ask that question. What are you hoping for? Best case scenario. And then I'll say, okay, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to post this on Facebook. People might respond. They might not. That is regardless. You're successful just if you're sharing. So, oh my goodness. They all got back from the gym and they're making protein shakes. I might need to go and close. Can somebody close my door, please? Thank you. Anyway, so that was a ton of information. And I know for me, I was like, but I just recruited, especially you guys, you're amazing. 7 people, what do I do? Pick someone, literally just pick somebody. You're just fail your way through it and just learn to get consistent because one thing at a time, like, okay, Sally just joined yesterday. Okay, Sally. And then like, I don't know about you guys, but even though I've been doing this forever, and even though I have the boards, I still, for some reason, like self-sabotage and freeze for a minute. And I'm like, oh my goodness, she just had. And then I've trained myself to be like, oh, it's right there. Like all the wording, everything I wanted to ask her. And I'll be like, WPLP. Okay, yeah, okay. Welcome call. Where is the wording? Okay, here it is. And just practice. If she says no, you are not a failure, okay? If nobody comments on her post, you are not a failure. She is not a failure. She is just sharing her story. And guess what? If she does all the things and they still don't get someone, do it again. Post again. Do another live. Like, just keep going. And I promise you, if you stay consistent, they will start seeing results. So I'm going to stop there and I'll keep the recording on because first, this is what we're going to do. I'm going to ask if you have any questions about this. When we're done having questions about this, you are free to go. Well, you're free to go anytime. But for some reason, I just feel like I should do this. After this, I will stay on I'll stop recording and stay on for however long you want to stay on, whoever wants to, and answer any questions you have. I don't know why, but I feel like we don't get to do that often. And so if I don't know, I know we have several leaders on here, we can maybe help each other, but but about this specifically, about WPLP, does anyone have a question?
I'm gonna be real honest.
Yeah.
As always, but the thought of asking somebody to hop on a welcome call scares me to death.
Why?
I don't know. It just, to me, it doesn't feel, it feels like I have an ulterior motive trying to get, I don't want that to come across that that's what I'm trying to do. And I don't think that's what I'm trying to do, but I don't want them to ever think that.
But do you know that's what they think?
No, I'm sure. Well, I hope that's not what they think. I
Do
don't
you have an ulterior motive?
know. Well, I do want to hopefully find out whether they want to be a business builder or not. And I want to build belief. And I love the thought of third-party validation. I love all that. And I do that when I'm talking to them about finding products and sharing videos or testimonies or what all that. Why does that scare me? I don't know.
So my own thing, Terry, I love your honesty because what you're feeling, I'm sure others are too. And to be honest, I felt weird too, because it's like you're just asking them for another thing and you're kind of like, oh, I finally just got him to join. Now I'm asking for another. But you have to switch your thinking. So it's just a perspective, just like everything.
Tell me how to switch my thinking, because I'm willing to, and I want to.
I love it. So yeah, me too. So what I had to do is tell myself, that's one perspective. What's another perspective one could take? Not that you have, but like what's another way we could think about it?
Well, I love how you said when you were asking, when you gave the example of how to ask, that you mentioned something about this is just another resource person for you. I love that. What else? What else? I don't know. Tell me more.
So it's, for me, what I did, and I love that. You're right. It's just another resource. But what it is it is very product driven on the call. Like if you look at those questions.
Right. And I haven't looked at those.
Extra layer of customer service. So for whenever you're think about when you first started and how excited you are. And not only that, like you build up the person doing it. This is my friend Amber. She's a diamond in the company. She is somebody that has been doing this for 10 years, another resource. But yeah, just we want to make sure, I love that, Miriam. We want to make sure you get off on the right foot and you have any support. So Amber's just going to go through the products, answer any questions. It's about 15 minutes. Now, again, if they're like, no thanks, I'm good. No worries. Like, I don't make them feel bad. It's not, but I'm just going to ask the question. Right. And I will tell you, the more you practice, the less weird it's going to feel. So I would just do it afraid and just see. But it is good to practice your mindset because your posture will come across. Right. And I do this. I'm like, I don't know if you feel like doing this, but like if you want to, it's totally, it's fine if we do this call. Like some people don't want to, and it's okay. Like I
don't want to be that. No, I need to be positive. As you were saying all that, it made me think. It's like, okay, when we buy a car, and you're sitting there working with the finance guy, and all of a sudden he's like, hey, let you meet our manager or the guy that owns the car dealership. Or let's say you go and buy some jewelry, and all of a sudden they're like, hey, here's my manager. I just want him to say a few words. And I mean, not that we're the manager or the president of the car dealership, but it's another reach out, Yeah, I just need to change this right here.
Yeah, I will tell you, I have had people say no, and that's totally fine. But everybody who has gone on them, they have, one, brought them to me, which is what I want them doing, because I have been doing this 9 years, and my newer people that are just getting started, like I want them bringing their new people. So I really can make sure they understand you got to give it 90 days. Right. You have to take your water. Here's your guide. Here's the, here's all your resources. And also, what questions do you have? Yeah. Now, so I want that to be like, that's the thing we do.
That's the model, now, right?
For Jana, one thing she said is she has one person, and I hope she's okay with me saying this. I think it's Melody Stevens. And Melody, I don't know if you're on here tonight, but Jana says Melody just does this and everybody gets on a welcome call, and her team duplicates very well.
That's
So
awesome.
she's got that. And where this originally came from was Christina Williams. So there is a call from, I haven't watched it. If you go to Building Freedom, there is, and I can tag you in there, ATM. But there's like a call, like a video from Christina of why she does this, and her team duplicates, and that might help as well to just listen to
Okay.
what her wording is.
Awesome.
So, but yeah, never feel, if everything new feels weird, I will just tell you that it is, but once you start doing it, you get more comfortable. But good, thank you, Terry. Any other questions?
I have a question. So like I have trouble getting uplines on a call. So a lot of my uplines don't want to do a call. And so what do you recommend? Do you recommend us partnering with somebody else? Just go find somebody? Because I don't want to go to my customer and be like, well, me and you and an upline is going to get on a welcome call, and then my upline not show up. You know what I mean? Like,
girl, I'll show up for you. You call me.
But what I would do, Amber, honestly, find a power partner. Like, honestly, I'll do some for Jana. I'm her downline, right? Or Amber, and they'll do them for me. And it's whoever's available. Or you might just find a sideline, because you don't have to say this. I don't even say the word upline ever. I say my friend Jana. It's just another. So in that case, you know, because there have been times where Amber's working and she can't, so I'll ask Jana, vice versa, or my friend Melanie might do them for me, who's another Sapphire, because it's just a matter of following that and just getting another resource. Now, I will say it is good to have, I would go to your upline first, because if they do have a question, like my friend Melanie is not going to be answering all my customers' questions. You know what I mean?
right.
So, but you know, if you can't get anybody, then just ask, you know, keep going up. Keep going. And I will tell you this, guys, and she's gonna be like, Amy, why would you? But Jana loves doing these. So if you can't get anybody, ask her. You know what I mean? Like, if you're on my team and there's like people between, like, ask me. I'm happy to do them. But just keep going up the chain until you find someone. Listen, Celeste Gwen is our imagine, get Celeste on there. No, I don't know, but you just, yeah, I would, it's okay if you have power partners. Any other questions? Okay, I'm gonna stop the recording because I know it's gonna, like, when you ever like look at the recording, it's like 6 hours later and you're like, oh, I don't know. So let me stop it here. And then I'll answer any other questions. And if you're watching the recording and you have a question, you are more than welcome to ask. Reach out and ask.
Hey, Amy, I have a board in boards that is all Christina Williams. It's what she says on her first message, her second message, her 10-day later message, or all the messages. So I can put that board in Building Freedom and in our Amber page, in our Amber chat, if people want to have that one. But
is it for the welcome calls or just in general?
It's like a green light message. You know, when you go to Facebook Messenger and you click on your little person at the bottom and they're green, so they're online, you send these messages then.
Oh,
and so
cool.
It's all of her messages, but her words, there's just something about her words. It just gets them.
I love it. Thank you. Yeah, I'd love to see that.
I want your board, some of your board.
Yeah. And most of my boards didn't come from me, by the way.
Not either, but that's what's beautiful about
all the ones that are like the light, the work, how to work, the ATM. I mean, a lot of it did come from me, but some didn't. So any other?
It's like we're trading Monopoly money or something. Like, here, you take my board, I'm gonna take yours.
Yeah,
so funny.
You guys, I love that, because that's the one I don't know if we realize, and somebody who's been in different companies, you may be able to speak to this better, but like, this isn't normal. Like, the fact that I'm here even training most people that are not even on my team, this is a joy for me. I've done speaking for like 4 or 5 different jewels the last few months for some reason. I don't know why, and I've had people come and speak to our team. Like, I don't know if we realize how incredible that is with Plexus. Like, the way they've set up our our compensation plan where like everybody wins and the one plexus culture, it's just so incredible. I just love it. So I just hope you guys realize how special that is. All right. Any other questions? I think hi Darby. I just saw you popping on, but we are just ending, unfortunately. But I'll touch base with you, that's for sure. But I'm happy to answer any questions. Is everyone doing okay? How's your May? How's your June going? Who's going to convention? How's everybody doing?
Can you hear me?
Yes. Hi, Darby.
Hey. Well, my May has been great. I've been doing good on the plexus. I'm really super ecstatic about the energy level. Wasn't expecting that, but it's been a big bonus for me. I've gotten a lot done.
I'm so proud of you. Darby, how long have you been on the product?
I think about almost 4 weeks now. No, maybe almost 5 weeks.
I'm so proud of you guys. Go follow Darby. This woman has more enthusiasm and energy. Like, I just want to bottle it all up. She's feeling so good on the product. She does live videos. She's the queen of WPLP, by the way. She did her post. She did her live. She does lives all the time. We did a party. So I just love it. And her customer's doing really well too. So exciting.
Yeah, Terry is really excited about it.
I'm so proud of you.
Amy, where are you going to post your boards so we can find them?
So what I was planning on doing is posting them whenever Amber does this video. So here's what I'll do. Wherever you found this video, I will post them in the comments of that. And then whenever we post the replay, I'll post them in the comments of that too.
Yes.
And if you don't find them, ask me and I'll send them to you. But I'll post them in wherever I saw this advertised, inside the Building Freedom and the Pink Purpose and in my team page.
I have a question, Amy.
Yes, of course.
Okay, so I've been with Plexus for a year now. And I have to say that briefly that when I was young in school, I was in all the classes where I had to get extra help because my parents couldn't read and write, blah, blah, blah. So as I'm learning through Plexus, I'm going in different, Lynn's one of them that I'm really appreciating all her efforts and what she's putting out there. I'm learning a lot from her. But my question is this, is there any point where we cannot copy and paste anything that anyone shares?
That's a good question.
That is a good question. I mean, I've always heard, somebody just said something recently. It's okay to be, somebody said, it's okay to be a copycat as long as you're copying the right cat. So I heard somebody say, I like that. Here's my thoughts on it. And if anyone else has a different take, if it's a testimony, by all means, you are more than welcome to copy and paste that. I find though, when it's like a heart to heart, it's clearly written as somebody sharing their heart and soul, and they, you know what I mean? And it's a personal thing for them. I like to give people credit. So let's say like, I don't know, Sue just like pours her heart about what the Lord did for her that morning and like how she's thankful for this or that. It's like so personal to her that I would say I love what my friend Sue said.
Right.
So,
I would not paste
right.
that.
But some people do. Like it happens to me often and I don't care too much. But you ever see a post that like you've seen it from like 1,700 different people and it's a great post and I've done it myself where I'm like, oh my goodness, I love the way this is worded. I don't know. I would just say use your discretion. Because sometimes, first of all, if it's the same thing over and over again, I mean, Facebook, I think algorithms don't even show it as often. Right. But in my best opinion would be just give people credit. If it's something like that you could tell that they, you know, but again, it happens to me quite often where I'm like, that looks very familiar, but it works out the way it should. So I should not to plagiarize. No, I turned it off. Yes.
So like Amy, I'll copy and paste, but sometimes I'll take out the stuff that they're saying about them personally, and I'll put my personal experience. So I kind of like, I'm learning from them, but at the same time, I'll put it in my own words, my own testimony, kind of.
Yeah, that's totally fine. Oh,
Yeah.
sorry. I guess I am still recording. Sorry, guys. This is lengthy. If yes, you was okay. Hold
You
up.
know what happens, Amy, when all of us